Welcome to Section 420, Talkin Yankees. There's so much to talk about, I don't even know where to start. But I'll start by throwing this out. There's trades, there's injuries, there's so much stuff. The big news though is, of course, Aaron Judge out for 3 weeks, got hit by a pitch on his right wrist, actually right there, chips a bone. They're saying 3 weeks, can't do any swinging or baseball activities. I think that's the best case scenario. It's probably going to be longer than that. You're probably not going to see him until the end of August. So now, no Aaron Judge, and of course, no Gary Sanchez, who yanked his groin again, the same groin again. He's going to be out till the end of August. So now you have these two powerful at-bats unavailable to the Yankees, which is tough because you have the stretch run against the Red Sox, and two of your best, most lethal hitters are unavailable. And it's crazy because the Yankees are almost like about 30 games over 500, but problem is they're 5.5 games back in the AL East because Boston just won't stop winning. They keep winning. So as we figured they would, the Yankees pull off a few trades. Happ, which of course didn't surprise anybody. Now they had to give up Brandon Drury for him, which I think they slightly overpaid him. And Drury's kind of a legit type of major league ready talent, but he was just kind of sitting in the minors. He wasn't going to be used with Andujar PSOs. I guess he became expendable. Need a competent starter because Domingo Germán it was become like an automatic loss now every time he comes out. So now you got a competent left-hand starter in the rotation, good. But I think the surprise was Zach Britton. No one really saw that one coming. The former Oriole closer, very dominant. Now he's come back from an injury, still not 100%, but you see the flashes. It's still there, and made a debut for the Yankees the other day. Looked pretty good. So I figured the Yankees were like, you know what, we're not going to get a great starter, so let's just add to one of our strengths, bullpen. But one of the good things about Britton, in 35 innings against the Red Sox this season, only 1 earned run. So pretty sure Cashman had that in his statistics when he made the decision. And also this kind of lets me, or at least lends me to believe that they're not too sure about Chapman's knee. He's been battling the tendonitis. He's been able to get it through so far, but just in case Chapman's knee does give away, you now have a good competent guy like Britton where you could put in the 8th inning, and then you could slot Betances, who's been having a fabulous season, as the closer. So great pickup. I felt you could get a little more with Drury involved, but again, 2 good moves by Cashman. And again, they didn't really give up any of the big pieces. They didn't give up Frazier or anything like that. So I'll give Cashman like a 8 out of 10 on that. With the addition of Britton, you knew there was going to be an odd man out. There's not enough room in the bullpen. And of course, that person was going to be Chasen Shreve. Struggled this season a little bit. Bounced back and actually had his probably most important performance last week against the Mets, getting out of a bases loaded, no out jam. But he's repaid by being shipped off to the Cardinals. Again, you could have kept him, but there's not enough room in the bullpen, and you add a guy like Britton, a lefty, that was kind of Chasen Shreve's job. The writing was on the wall, so goodbye. And by the way, what kind of name is Chasen? Name the kid Jason, not Chasen. Why do that to the kid? Now the trade everyone thought was going to happen was going to be with Manny Machado at Baltimore, and again, I didn't want that trade, and I don't think it made sense for both teams, but Machado, thank God, he gets sent off to the Dodgers instead. Now, the Yankees could still sign Machado as a free agent, which, again, once you get to that point, maybe that's the right way to have the discussion. But why give up a prospect now like an Andujar when pretty much you could just buy Machado in the offseason? Now we'll see if Cashman pulls any rabbits out of his hat at the last minute. But one person I think that's happy that this kind of trade period is over is Miguel Andujar. Again, he kind of had Machado looking over one shoulder as well as Brandon Drury over another shoulder. Now, I don't know if that means Andujar is now going to feel relaxed and start slumping, or maybe he feels, you know what, I'm here, I'm going to be a Yankee, and it pumps him up to get going. I'm going to go with the positive for Andujar, so I'm sure he's happy that now he's going to be the third baseman without a doubt. Ironically enough, Altuve from the Houston Astros, who actually beat out Judge in MVP voting last year, he's going to be out for a while for a knee injury, so at least that slows down Houston because they're kind of approaching the Yankees, nipping the hill in the win record column, but Boston doesn't stop losing. In fact, they've added it well at the trade deadline. Nathan Eovaldi, former Yankee, they got from the Rays, so again, they're going to do whatever they can to hold off the Yankees. Now, you don't want to push the panic button on the season, but it just seems that the Red Sox aren't losing. You're 5.5 back now. There's plenty of baseball left. You got 2 months left. In fact, a 4-game series at Fenway coming up next week, but you're going to be doing this without Aaron Judge, without Gary Sanchez. It's just looking a little more and more that the Yankees might have to settle for that 1-game wild card game, which is very dangerous. Now, the difference between the Yankees and the Red Sox is that the Red Sox beat the teams that they're supposed to beat. They beat the crappy teams. The Yankees, they beat all the top teams. They could beat Cleveland, they could beat Houston, they could beat Boston. They just struggle against Baltimore. They struggle against the Rays. They struggle against the Royals. And in fact, the Yankees had things set up for them. They had all these doubleheaders from all the rainouts. They could have had so many games where they could have 2 victories in one day, but no, a lot of these doubleheaders, they ended up splitting. So the Yankees really have no one else to blame except themselves. And the Yankees really needed to add a starter, not because, Germán was struggling, but even the main guy, Severino, the ace, got off to a great start this season, but his last 4 starts, barely able to go 5 innings and actually lost his last 2. And of the last 2, he got bombed. So I'm not worried about him. He figured, he wasn't going to be great the whole season, but got to be concerned. Hopefully, maybe it's just a mid-season thing, and he needs to catch his breath because he has to be a guy that goes 7 innings or 8 innings. You can't have him only go 5. Need a little more Severino. Sonny Gray continues to have this up and down season. Lately, he's been on the upswing, so that's good. I don't want to jinx him like last time. It just seems that now he changed his delivery a little bit, like he lifts his left leg a little slower, so maybe that's a new little gadget they discovered to throw off the timing of other hitters. Hopefully that's it. Because you need another guy. Yeah, but Severino, he's the number 1 guy, and I'm sure he'll get back to form. But you also need a solid number 2. And CC, he's okay, but he's a little older. Happ, we don't. I mean, it's going to come in. I'm sure he'll be okay. But Sonny Gray has the stuff. He's young. He's got to step up and be the number 1, 2 guy for the Yankees. There's a little good news on the injury front is that Gleyber Torres is finally back at second base where he should be, and hopefully this gets his bat going. He was hitting hot before he went down, and he could maybe masquerade or mask the fact that Judge is going to be out for a few weeks. And even though Judge goes down, and when guys go down, generally the good news with that, if there's any silver linings, that other guys come up and cover for him. And it's mainly been Giancarlo Stanton, really swinging a hot bat, but also Greg Bird. He was the missing piece. He's come alive ever since that big 3-run homer he had in Baltimore. He's been hitting home runs. He's been hitting overall consistently. And, not that I predicted a few weeks ago that they should stick with him. And those trade rumors with the Stockers I thought were ridiculous. Good to have Bird back, but again, losing Judge, losing Sanchez for a while, that's going to be a blow. Now, Neil Walker's been swinging a hot bat. He's got his average up to 229. Now, you're going to say, what, 229, that's acceptable? But if you know where Neil Walker started, 229, it seems like he's hitting great. He's been hitting great, and I've been wrong about him. I figured they'd be dumping him by now. He'd be, kind of on the scrap heap on some other team. But he's actually been very useful, very useful for the Yankees, especially when Gleyber Torres went down for a while, and even pitching in a little bit when Andujar cools off, or when Bird was taking a while to get going. So, I got to congratulate Neil Walker. He's been an integral part of the team, keeping the team afloat, and it just seems like, they like him, and they're just going to keep him on the roster for the rest of the way. But despite being 5.5 games back for the Red Sox, and not teetering, just not playing great, fans are still into it. I mean, they're drawing like nearly sellout crowds almost every game, whether they're playing a first-place team or even a last-place team. Big crowds coming in. So you got J.A. Happ, improved starting rotation. You fortified the bullpen with Britton. Okay, it sucks losing Judge, but now you got Bird hitting, Gleyber Torres back. Hopefully that's enough now to sort of leapfrog the Red Sox to get back at the first place.